All right, so yesterday I told y'all I should do something about these boxes. Well, I've got it on my brain after saying that, and I just found a whole bunch of boxes in my house as well. We got a whole bunch of shipments in, so I'm taking all these boxes, I'm gonna break them down, and I'm just gonna clean up this mess. And I thought about I needed something to put all these things on, so I've got a shelf that I'm gonna try to turn into like a organization thing where I can put all my different boxes, like sizes, and then everything else I can just tuck behind it. I don't know. It's what I got today. Trying to clean up this mess so we can start selling stuff for my eBay business. We got a lot of Pokemon stuff to get rid of. We'll be talking more about that later, but yeah, I'm wanting to do some whatnot shows pretty soon from that business and that eBay store and get everything kind of fixed on that. So I'm going to start by cleaning up that corner, putting that shelf in that corner, and then all the boxes behind it, and kind of keeping things a little more organized than they are right now. Something I'm building for my eBay business is this right here. I'm going to cut it in half. I'm going to put hinges on the top, and I'm going to put one board at the bottom here. That's about 4 foot long, so it leans out against the wall at a 45-degree angle, and you can take photos of like shirts and different things like that. Make it a little bit easier for me and make it a little cleaner. I'm gonna get something to put on top of this, like, I don't know, like some vinyl or something like that. Just something cheap and easy that won't glare, that'll look good for photos. Maybe even carpet. I don't know, just like a 4x4 square sheet of carpet somewhere. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I've pretty much got my shelf the way I want it. Got my little boxes here. Big boxes are behind. I gotta do something with the saran wrap. I'm not sure what to do there. I think I'm gonna get like a stick to stick through it and then kind of attach it to the wall up here somehow. So then I can just pull some off and rip it. Got my boxes at the bottom, my new boxes here. This is right here is what I've been working on. I cut this in half. It's not a straight cut, but it didn't have to be. Get off my back there, construction workers. Someone put some hinges in this so I can go ahead and get it up on the wall right here. That's the 2x4 that I'm going to attach it to. That's the way we want it right there, where it'll close all the way flush and then raise out against the wall about that far. All right, a little tip for y'all. As you're doing these like hinges, most places need at least 2 or 3. What I do as a little cheat is, oh my gosh, open the package properly. I don't open up the screw packet on the second one because I already have 3 screws right here. So instead of losing screws while I'm moving this around, putting it up, leave your screws in the packet so you don't lose them. So this might be a little interesting. I'm doing this solo, and the way I've got the hinges set up, I've got to balance this on top of my head and put screws in that way. Wish me luck. I got the first 10 screws in. I thought I was gonna die. Still got a long ways to go, but I'm gonna put a 2x4 underneath right here, so whenever I bring this out, I can prop the 2x4 up against the wall, lay my clothes here, take photos, and be done. Nice, nice, nice. It's gonna be so much better once I get everything kind of out of the way here. Love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. All right, that's got that. Let's see if we can find some little screws because I just realized that the thing I bought, didn't come with screws. This is going to be for the 2x4 that goes underneath. So let's find 2x4 and see what we got. All right, so now I got my 2x4 cut, and I'm just going to throw this on there. I'm going to put it off the side of the table so I don't drill through my desk, because these are just right at it and they could poke through if the wood's a little thin on that side. Now, in theory, what should happen whenever I come to take photos of clothing, I can just throw this on here. All right, so it was, oh, that cut me. Dang, that sucked. It's a piece of metal right there. That sucked. So what I've done was I built me a little handle because those nails were sticking out pretty far on this end, and I want to have something just where I can lift it up. And whenever I lift it up, I can just kind of feel that set into place. I think I'm going to put a block underneath so it doesn't slide past that. And then it kind of sets into place where I know this is where I want it to go and it doesn't fall off on me. So I'm going to put a block underneath there. I'm going to put a block right underneath there where I know where I want this thing to stop, because that's the perfect angle. Let me show you. Perfect angle that I want. And be able to take photos. Done, easy. Love it. That's exactly what I was looking for. Now you might be wondering, why am I showing you how to do this? Let me explain. So y'all might be wondering why I am talking about decluttering and cleaning and organizing your space and getting projects done that you wanted to do while I'm trying to keep 5 YouTube channels going. Like, why would I take the time to build this? Yes, it's for a YouTube channel, but was it necessary to knock out today? Could I have put these on the floor and just took the photos? Yes. But I had this idea in my head, and I knew it was going to clean up a lot of area and be able to do a lot more stuff because of it. So knock out the little projects, declutter your space. That's one thing we're going through this month, is we're just decluttering our house. We had a situation where we had to buy a house in town, and we had 2 homes that we were living out of, and we'd live 1 week in one house and live the other week in another house, and we're switching back and forth because of my wife's job that she had. She got this job, and it was an outstanding job. The pay was phenomenal. It helped our family out so much, but she had to be within a 30-minute call radius of the hospital. And the hospital that she was working at was actually 38 minutes away from our house, and that's if she was speeding. So if there was any traffic or anything, she would be more than 10 minutes late for her job, and that's someone's life, especially when you're dealing with hearts. She worked in the heart cath lab, and if you're 10 minutes late, you are in big trouble and someone might die. So that's kind of a big deal. At the time, my in-laws had a whole bunch of rental property that they were selling, so we ended up buying out one of their rental properties. So we moved into there, and we had enough stuff to make our family live while we were there. And then we were at our house, and we did this for, I think, a couple of years. I'm wanting to say it was like 2 or 3 years. I'll ask Holly to make sure, but I'm wanting to say it was about 2 or 3 years that we were living in 2 separate houses. And when you're living in 2 separate places, you need 2 skillets, you need 2 pans, you need 2 of everything. And this house was like kind of small, so we didn't want to move all the way into it. It's a lot smaller than the house that we have out here in the country, and it was in town, and we didn't like that. So we were going back and forth between houses, and we literally had 2 of everything. And this is the house that I told you all about that got hit by the tornado in the last couple of videos. I think it was 2 videos ago. We were at that house whenever the tornado hit, and with all the damage and things that it did, we did some repairs, we did some siding, redid the siding, and we put in new windows. So we were like, this is a perfect time to sell this house. It's got new siding, new windows. Let's go ahead and just knock this out and sell this house and try to get as much money as we can for it, because the market was hot during this time. And we sold that house, and she got an online job where she gets to work at home now instead of being on call, which is awesome, because like the snow days we have, if it was snowing, she would have to stay at the hospital because obviously you can't be there in 30 minutes if the roads are horrible and somebody might not make it. And then I'm stuck with 2 kids in a snowstorm without my wife, which isn't a good thing. Like, I think that, like, super excited about her being able to work from home. But when we quit that isolated 2 homes that were pretty much fully furnished, we tried to sell as much as we could, and then all the stuff that wouldn't sell, we had to bring back to our house. And that is what our main problem is right now, is we have 2 of everything, and some of the stuff just won't sell. We're trying to sell it, and decluttering is what we have to do now. And we're to the point now where we're just like, give it away, donate it to Goodwill if it's good enough. If it's something that Goodwill wouldn't even want, throw it away. You know, so we're throwing a lot of stuff away. We're donating bags and bags and bags of stuff. We've taken 3 loads to Goodwill this past week, just decluttering our house, because I'm making a YouTube video for my Do It To It channel. We decluttered for 30 days is the name of the video. So we're going to go through, and I'm kind of filming what we did and behind the scenes of like how we got our, pretty much what I'm telling you now, but just going into more detail and showing videos of us wiping this stuff out and showing that we had way too much stuff and we need to get rid of a lot of it. And we're just downsizing, downsizing, and downsizing. So what is the point of this video? The point of this video is, it is so much easier to work in a clean environment. Whenever you don't have to worry about dishes, whenever you don't have to worry about doing laundry, whenever you don't have to worry about doing all these little things, if you stay on top of your task, it's a lot easier to get work done. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get us ahead, way ahead, where we only have certain amounts of things that we have to do, and we just keep those little tasks in order. So I'm trying to knock out as many projects as I can, especially whenever it gets to summertime. I'm going to be doing tons of projects like this. This one is just something that I needed to do because I just went to a sale and bought, they had a bag sale for $5, and it was like trash bag full for $5, and I bought $60 worth of clothes, like name brand clothes, Nike, Under Armour, Dockers, like all this amazing stuff. I haven't posted them yet because I don't have a great place to post those pictures, and that YouTube channel is kind of suffering because of that, and also our finances for that channel are suffering because we're setting on merchandise that we're not posted to get rid of. So I built this for that channel. I think it's going to be a really good thing, and I think it's really great that we have a YouTube channel where we can utilize us doing this work. So we can actually post this on 2 channels now, talking about how we're able to get back on our feet and declutter and make things more efficient for us as a family, more efficient for us as creatives and YouTubers. So super excited about that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.